Hear that? That's the heartbeat of an organization. An organization built on principles. An organization built with a culture. An organization built to stand the test of time. e-Infochips, an Arrow company. This is not just a simple story of a corporate history of one company. This is a story that defines what it takes to build a legacy. It all began in the year 1994, when one adventurous visionary, Mr. Pratul Shroff, founder and CEO, e-Infochips, came to India with more than 10 years of experience at renowned IT companies like Intel and Daisy Systems in USA.
In the era of dial-up network, imagine someone has started a company in such an isolated place. It's like growing flowers in desert. Someone took such challenge 25 years back and persistently followed that dream to make a successful company. He is none other than Pratul Shroff. That is such a powerful thought which make me work with Infochips for more than 17 years. Thank you very much, Pratul Bhai, for all your support. You are such an inspiration. Thank you so much.
Mr. Pratul Shroff brought with him years and years of lessons and experience, combining that experience with his ability to foresee the future in electronics engineering industry. And he laid the foundation of e-Infochips under the name Solution Machines. Great leadership moves us through emotions. Known for his innovative ideas, a techno-savvy approach to do things differently, Mr. Pratul Shroff gave e-Infochips a firm foothold with the establishment of Parishram office in the year 1995. Although it was a humble beginning, excellence was always the core focus while working on any project. Quality over quantity was the only way forward.
e-Infochips, amazing and great journey. We used to execute projects with a 3 approach. 1, IP development. 2, can-do attitude. And 3, involving and making inclusive discussions for upcoming projects and SOCs. Pratul Shroff, a person, a leader with enablement and empowerment. A person with all the core values. Thank you, Pratul Shroff.
Pratul Bhai is a great leader and mentor who helped us sail through difficult times. He is a tough but caring CEO who helps us to build our career through building and sharpening our skills in difficult times.
Our passion for our work had started getting us accretion right from the beginning. By 1998, we had bagged award for Best Software Exporter by STPI. Rising through ranks, we made way towards the bigger landscape of the business. Furthering expanding our footprints, we moved from milestone to the other. By 2006, we had gone from a handful of employees to a workforce comprising 500 employees. We were honored to have the then Chief Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, to inaugurate our National Plaza office. Following that was our first step towards going international. Awards from Asia and other renowned platforms soon became a recurring thing. By the time we had completed 2 decades in 2015, we were a family of 1,500 plus like-minded thinkers. We made it to the pinnacle of success. A major milestone of our journey was the year 2018, when Arrow Electronics recognized our potential in the year and acquired e-Infochips. During the same year, Mr. Pratul Shroff was honored with Hercules Award 2018 from Gujarat Innovation Society and with Services Excellence Award by the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce, ASSOCAM Services Excellence Award.
उन्होंने 2 आदमी के साथ किया था स्टार्ट और अभी कंपनी बढ़कर 2000 आदमी तक पहुंच गई है। जो उन्होंने हार्वर्ड करके उन्होंने 5 आदमी या 2 आदमी में से 2000 आदमी तक भेजा, इसलिए मेरा खूब अभिनंदन है। और मेरा और प्रतियोगी का अभी रिलेशन जो है वो वर्कर तरीके नहीं है, एम्प्लॉय तरीके का नहीं है, मैं फैमिली मेम्बर तरीके हूँ।
मैं इन्फोचिप्स में 20 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ और प्रतुल सर को मैं 20 साल से पहचानता हूँ। कभी भी मैंने उनको गुस्से में दिखा नहीं और उनके साथ और ऑल स्टाफ के साथ मेरे को काम करने से कुछ नया जानने को मिला है। थैंक यू प्रतुल सर, ऑल स्टाफ।
लास्ट 25 ईयर्स से मैं इन्फोचिप्स फैमिली से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ। मैंने इन 25 सालों में बहुत से मीठे अनुभव प्राप्त किए गए। मैं प्रतुल श्रॉफ सर को मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ। उन्होंने मुझे जो एक घर के परिवार के सदस्य जैसे रखा गया मेरे को।
I have seen e-Infochips growing from $1 million revenue in the year 2000 to $4 million in 2004 and onwards journey to $40 million somewhere in 2014-15. Today, as we talk on 2020, we are around $100 million revenue organization. I am very confident that we will be somewhere $250 million by 2024. Pratul, I have known him as a very close friend, teacher and taskmaster. He loves MBO, review and numbers. Without review, he just can't get the sleep. He is a tough taskmaster. All the same, he is a very good human being.
It's been almost 16 years working with e-Infochips and 5.5 years working with Pratul Bhai. Thank you Pratul Bhai for providing me an opportunity to work with you in sales, engineering and operations. It was a great learning for me how to be organized, disciplined and result oriented in various areas of my work responsibilities. It was an amazing experience and an honor working with you.
Clarity in thought, candor in communication and direct in giving feedback.
Working with Pratul for 14 years, I have many incidences where I got to learn from him. One of such incidents is data-driven approach, which I learned from him and which I am using in my day-to-day professional life. When you are heading certain function, you should have control of each and every data points any point of time. He may ask any question during your meeting in any topics. I am proud to be part of Pratul's team as I got to know him as a true visionary leader.
Hey Pratul, meeting with you and your actions always inspired us to do more and influence more.
As a CEO, he has a fantastic ability to learn the new things, and with that ability he is able to connect at the every level within the organization. Thanks Pratul for helping us to learn all these good things. This is really helping us in our professional career.
I joined Infochips in August 2002, and back then Infochips provided one of the lifetime opportunity for engineers like us who wanted to work on the high-tech semiconductor industry. It was the only company who offered this opportunity. During all these years, while I worked somewhat closer to Pratul for last few years, I understood that he created really very high value system and character for this company that made all of us to take the benefits and reap the fruit.
Pratul, I always admire you as a great leader who creates leaders for tomorrow by challenging us to find solutions and take ownership instead of focusing on problems. Thank you very much for your perseverance and visionary leadership, taking Chipmates family to great heights, growing both professionally and on personal front in life. Congratulations on 25 years of e-Infochips growth journey and many more to come. Thank you.
गिविंग बैक टू सोसाइटी का जो प्रतुल भाई का भाव है, उस भाव को आगे ले जाते हुए 6 स्कूल से शुरू की हुई हमारी जर्नी आज 32,000 से ज़्यादा सरकारी स्कूल और 50 लाख से ज़्यादा बच्चों के लेवल तक पहुंची है। लर्निंग किस तरह से एंजॉयबल बनाया जाए, उसमें टेक्नोलॉजी का क्या उपयोग किया जाए, वो लेवल पे उनका बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा है।
There is a small story which kind of sums up Pratul's entire life. There's a story about a sculpture. Somebody went up to him and asked him that, hey, are you sculpting, making a statue? And the sculpture's response was that, no, I'm just, the statue is already inside. I'm just taking the dirt out. And that's pretty much what Pratul's life has been. He's been a sculptor to many of us. His vision has been always about hiring raw talent and polishing them and making them successful. He's always believed in investing in people, and I'm kind of the biggest example. I was selling granite in Abu Road, came to Ahmedabad, started with HR, admin, and then moved to sales in the US. So I'm the biggest living example of how he's invested in people. Thanks Pratul for all the great years. So we will work hard to maintain your legacy, and best of luck on your next journey, which is again about changing lives and investing in the people and the students and kids of Gujarat, rural and tribal areas.
Pratul has a very down-to-earth personality. His towering presence and direction have been stress-bursting. Pratul ensured I'm never in the comfort zone. He went into minuscule of details, sometimes exasperating. As a front runner, he propelled us towards success and fueled us for a purpose. It was a great privilege working with him. A tremendous learning opportunity, I must say. Pratul, I wish you a very healthy and happy life as you start a different journey.
Pratul Bhai is focused, persistent, tenacious, gives a lot of attention to details, a lot of follow-ups, a very hard taskmaster, but you can count on him because he will roll up his sleeves and come to battle with you.
Hi Pratul, it has been a pleasure working with you for 14 years. I believe I have gained so much working under your guidance. I promise you the values taught by you to me, like being hands-on, being a responsible citizen, always thinking of employees first, doing the right thing for the company, will always stay with me, and I promise to practice them for lifelong. I wish you all the best for all your endeavors for future. I believe this is not an end of our relationship, but start of a new chapter. I commit you to be always available whenever you want me for anything. Thank you and all the best, Pratul. Wish you all the best.
A vision made into reality 25 years ago has grown into an amazing organization. Thank you, Pratul, for the vision and making the dream happen. Today, we pledge many more milestones for the organization on the rock-solid foundation which has been made in our journey to become a great place to work. Thank you.
My father is extremely hardworking and has high expectations of not only himself, but everybody around him. And no one is excused, not even my brother or myself, or actually especially not my brother and myself. But before there was Mr. Pratul Shroff, the CEO, and before there was Pratul Shroff, the father, there was little Pratul Shroff, the rebel of the family. He's the child of a doctor who decided very early on that he wanted to be an engineer. And this was before engineering was a stable and successful career path. This is back when engineering was really akin to magic in everyone's eyes. But my father was stubborn, and he knew what he wanted, and he was focused and driven and disciplined, and look where we all are now.
Hi, Papa. I feel like I have a million things to say, but I'll be as brief as I can be. I've seen you work so hard for the past 22 years, growing E-Infochips as a company. And while most people would probably say that raising E-Infochips from the ground up was probably your biggest accomplishment, I would probably argue that it is the fact that you raised two monsters in Prani and myself while you were doing that. I remember one time I was struggling with a class in college, and you kept telling me to just put my head down and work hard, and I'd get an A. And I did. And I told you, Papa, I did it. I got an A, and you were like, "Oh, good job. Next time, A+." Your belief that there's always room for self-improvement, no matter how old or young or accomplished one is. And I think there's not many people that have such a genuine investment in the betterment of the people around them, that care so deeply for the people around them and the betterment of society. And for that, we're all very grateful. I'm very excited for whatever the next chapter in your life might be. And just know that I'm with you wherever life takes you. Always rooting for you, always on your side. I love you, and I will see you on the flip side.
Sir, Pratul Bhai, Mr. Pratul Shroff, no matter what we call you, you know that the feeling we share is the same and mutual. It has been a long journey, Pratul. From a handful of employees to an army of 2,000 plus people. From one small startup to a giant empire. We have come a long way from where we had begun e-Infochips. The seed that you had sown 2.5 decades ago has today grown into a lush green tree with ever expanding roots. Your vision and principles will always be the driving force, steering forward this legacy. Thank you for all the great many lessons and unforgettable memories. e-Infochips will always have a part of you in its spirit for the years to come. Thank you.